Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. A nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's his fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The give here on 2nd. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
He's got the first down grab and still going. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Ready? 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
10 yards to go. Tag! 70 Lions! 19 tight! 19 tight! 79 Broncos! Ready?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him one drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
So first down from the 41. Drive play straight ahead. He dodged the tackle. They're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one is incomplete, couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Again to throw on second. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Taylor to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Ready?
Option give to Taylor. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
18, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
1st down from the 42.
42-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Check smash. Ready?
Blown back, gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Completed to his running back. For a second, we both thought he'd get the 1st, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Dragon 60.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go, set.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Ready?
Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Has him on the quick hitter. will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 7, Steelers 3.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. They go play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
From the gun on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
Ravens 7.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Taylor to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Okay, ready?
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, check that street. Come on. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They're going play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs too. 1st down from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready?
Back to throw now. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's across midfield.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up.
Fourth down and 1.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And they'll be backed up to begin this drive. Great work by the punt team, down in it at the 7. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Dumped off to his running back. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That finds him deep down the sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up for... Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 7.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Ready? Viking 18. Go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
70 Ranger.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 6-18. Pioneer.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of
Rig
throw
alert, rig
when you
alert.
throw it that deep
Hot
outside
70,
the
hot
numbers
70.
that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just
19
showed it
right.
off.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Working inside the red zone. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's the long back on the handoff. Nothing doing here as he only manages a yard.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That's brought in by Miller. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
He's got this at the 27. That'll be the 1st and more. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
50-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves, Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
Throwing from the gun here. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
4th down.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. This will be grabbed at the 5. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Buying some time left. He can run it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing now on 1st down. Finds Miller, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
19 yards.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. All set now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. He has it at the 5! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. Sanders now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. That's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
70, 70.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Offense in the hurry up here.
number 85. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd
Warriors,
and 2
70.
at the Steelers' 3-yard
19
line.
Lions. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
2nd down, looking for options. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Come on, come on.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
70, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Hits him on the out route. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They're going play action. Getting out to his left. Making the call himself. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Now give left side. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard, and that's going to set us up for 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. You've seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
This will be caught by Parker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Plowing up the middle. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to.
This one will be intercepted. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Steelers.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters. And this defense...
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. Extra point attempt coming up. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Completed to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Zone read handoff to Taylor. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
Desperation time here. Buys time, rolling right. He's making a bid for it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st. They'll run it from the gun. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now the Ravens offense stayed put. Look at this. They're going for two. All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis and evidence of work.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Back-to-back carries here. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.